Okay, it's the 17th of December 2020, and I am gonna stream. Conclude on Vaccine Man and begin on the next fella. Next mysterious being. Not exactly sure which one it's gonna be, but it's gonna happen. So let me continue this thing then. I apologize for the fans being on. It's a little bit warmer today, so you're gonna hear that in the background. It's quite loud. I might look into getting like a portable air conditioning unit for this room. I might do that. I probably should. That would make sense considering it's going to be summer. Well, it's essentially summer now. I think I've also picked the next character, so that should be good too. I should do that. G'day, man. Yes, I started late because I've settled everything here. So it was a late work day yesterday. Very late, actually. Started very late yesterday, which resulted in finishing late. But in saying that, yeah, just late day. But hopefully I'll be back on track today. Hopefully. I am probably like a day or two behind now with work, but because thankfully I've been given quite a decent decent timeline I'll probably use all the time that I have available to me. I think today is layouts day, most likely. So we'll see. Hopefully the goal is to get 2 done. 2 pencil / layouts today, which is, you know, if I can do more, sweet. But I feel like there's just so much that needs to be worked out during those periods that they definitely they use a lot of brain power, which is not really much, but still more than I normally would use. Like right now, if I'm using, say, I don't know, 30-40% of my brain power, let's say, with layouts I'm using like 90 plus. So, and just disregard the numbers, but just, yeah, in terms of how much I'm actually working, thinking about what I'm doing, layouts is very, very high. Yeah, it's just like inking is kind of straightforward. It does take time because, you know, you want to be precise and exact. Coloring, I hate the fact that coloring takes the longest though. It's like annoying to me. Like, it's the thing that ties everything together, you know, it finishes the pieces off and all that, and that's a good thing, but one, it doesn't, like, I don't know. If I can achieve the results that I'm after in less amount of time, I promise you, I would go with that all the time. I hate how long it takes to color. Also, like, I don't know, comics is a weird thing too, because, like, for the most part, they're looking at a page, right, as a whole page. But in my head, the way I work things out, each panel should be at a solid level of quality still, do you know? And because of that, I end up spending like way longer than I probably should on a single page, when I probably don't have to. When it's probably just, I mean, you know, like, bloody people who read comics just blaze through it, you know? And I'm like, all that work that I spent, all the work that's why, like, I totally, you know, when I'm reading comics, I don't do that. I don't read comics that way. I mean, I'll read story-wise, I'll read it like 1 through, and then I'll look at it again, but actually look at it, you know? Look at the artwork. Really look at the artwork. Because it's like, these people who crafted this spent a while to get these done. Yet, the way they're viewed, it's just like, yeah, that's just, it's easy. I'm just gonna look at it. I don't know. I don't know if that's fine. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, comics is weird. I love comics, but wow. It is definitely like a love-hate. I don't hate comics, so I can't hate it. It's my, like, favorite medium. Okay, something fell. and I don't see what it is. So I'll have to look again later. Okay, I saw it fell. Alright. An action figure fell. I'll just pick it up later. Absolutely. I'm always like, as I'm working on things, as I'm working on pages, as I'm working on pieces, I am still constantly learning, because like comics is not just it's not just a pin-up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a pin-up. This is easy. This is a cakewalk compared to comics. At least I see it that way. You know, sure, you can tell a story with a single image. Sure, that's a good thing. But in comics, you have to tell the story. That's the goal. And you're not just drawing like a simple scene. There's so much things involved in it too. So, I don't know, man. And I'm sure it's like, yeah, okay, he's speaking from a biased point of view, because comics is not hard. It, you know, I've had like mates who I talk to who like, yeah, animation is hard. I'm like, I'm not saying animation isn't hard. I've never said that. Animation is freaking real hard. They're both equally hard, just different kinds of hard. Different kinds of difficult. But I hate and love it. Might be too dark. Let's go. That might be too light. Let's go. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Oh, we're definitely masochists. Absolutely. Cool, yeah, I'll apply these little details that no one's really gonna look at. But then see, like, it's almost like, while I think sometimes, oh, why am I adding all these little details when people who read comics just blaze through them, right? Because out there's gonna be at least one person who's gonna really look at each panel. Because I'm that person as well at times to other comics. That's why, like, I'm fairly critical when I read comics, because I'm like, alright, as a person who kind of makes comics, I know the work that goes into it. Yet, I see some and I'm like, that's probably the best, that's probably, you know, the best you feel like making at the time, but within time limit also, because, you know, everyone makes things at different speeds. So you're gonna get different results, plus different styles. Some styles take less time. I kind of wish my style took less time, but it's like, yep, I'm already here, so this is what I already presented, so it's kind of my fault. It's on me. I really should have figured out something that'll kind of streamline it for me, but nah. And that's why I love random view so much, because it's a more simplified style, but it's also, I do have to think about it differently. Like, if I tackled, say, this character in my random view style, I would have to think of it way differently. Rendering is not the same. It's a lot more streamlined. I have to be more I have to be smarter with my shapes. So a lot of the planning goes in there, and it's in order to achieve that specific look. But while the thinking process isn't exactly like it does require a different way of thinking, the actual creation of it doesn't take as long as this. Like I don't have all these little details in the random view style, which is great. Whereas here it's like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm just adding extra detail because like I would have tackled this way differently, and I probably, who knows, maybe I'll do one of the mysterious beings in random view style. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when I get there. Haven't got there yet. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Some room lighting that later. Because you want it to look good. It's a representation of you. You know? Like I think some of my comics look better than a lot like my pinups because there's just more involved in it. Like hopefully the work that I'm doing now, I can look back, say when it's out, and go, okay, this is like I'm looking at specific panels, and I think that's kick-ass. I think that holds up. And thinking about comics is weird too, depending on like how far in advance you're doing it, you know? It's like, oh yeah, these pieces are like a few months old. That's things like half a year old. Does it still hold up? I don't know. And like the work that you're doing now, it's like could look slightly different. Like I think the look of a book should somewhat evolve through time, you know? I mean, maintain a specific, because it's still you making it, so it's gonna have that consistency in that sense, but you should be improving as you're working on it too. So if it doesn't show any signs of improvement, like even a refinement really, like you can start off with a specific look that you're going for, but as you're working on it further, you're just refining it. If you're not even doing that, then what the heck? That's what's going on. What's going on? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm the same. I'm only able to complain and bitch about what I'm doing is because I love it. Like if I hated the field that I'm in, I would not be doing it. It's that simple. Like I have that choice. We have that choice as people, really. There's always going to be something else to do. Like I'll bitch about color flats while I'm flatting, but it's happening still. It's just I don't like that process, but I don't like having to do it, but I'm getting it done. And it's not like because I don't like it, I'm not going to put, you know, any effort into it. Absolutely not. I'm actually putting as much effort into it as I am other things that, like the things that I do enjoy. It's just, you know, it's my least favorite aspect of it, really. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to it. because it's part of, you know, getting to the end result, really. I mean, to say that it's like a means to an end, it's kind of weird, but in a way it kind of is. Ugh. Black and white. But see, black and white, I love black and white, obviously. I love reading manga. Manga is kind of my favorite medium in regards to sequential storytelling. But that's like, to make black and white, it is another completely, it's a slightly different mindset also. Like, because color's not involved, you have to think differently. It's about values, you know? And I think that in itself, like, is both fun and challenging. Like whenever I do a black and white piece and then I have to switch it up and do color, it's like, okay, I have to think differently. Again, you know, you have to think levels. But like, I kind of still see it in color in my head when I'm making it. It's just, obviously, it's lack of. Cheers, dude. Yeah, it's a fun angle. I'll just delete that because... I think I might grab breakfast after this. That works. Mm-hmm. You became more focused, you know, because, you know, there wasn't the crutch of, you know, waiting until color stages. But like, this is kind of, it's definitely the same thing. Like, in comics especially, like, if I know that I'm going to be coloring my own stuff, I don't need to put as much work into the actual inking and line art stages, especially when I know much of the heavy lifting, I suppose, or much of the finishing will be in color, and I'm going to be doing it anyway. So, but like, if somebody else is going to be handling the colors, then obviously the inking's way more involved. Although, like, I try to also leave things open enough, because I know a color artist wants to also, you know, include a lot of their own flares into it, and I don't want to like dictate everything that they have to do. It should be as much as theirs as it is mine. And the problem there is, like, if you think that way and then the color artist doesn't doesn't at all, and they kind of just go by the numbers, paint by the numbers, so to speak. Could be they don't feel the page, they don't feel like doing it that day, any reason, any particular reason. But that kind of sucks because it's like it's looked at as a whole, you know, not as like, oh, this page looks great. I mean, the line art on this page looks great, but the colors aren't very strong. They go, oh, this page doesn't look very great. It's always tricky, that. It's definitely a team effort. Color art should definitely be credited as much as the as everybody else involved. Also, bloody, speaking of credit, like YouTube comic reviewers, while they do a good service, you know, for the people who don't have time to read books and such, honestly, they really should give credit to everybody involved on the actual project. Because I fucking hate it when they review a book, mention the writer, no mention of the artist. Any of the artists. Penciler, inker, color artist. It's not just words on a paper, on the page. It's everybody else. What about them? Mention the editor as well. Shit. It's a team effort. No, it's just a writer. I'm like, come on. Just even have it bloody splayed on the bottom. They've got everything else up there. They edit the whole freaking video. Just even have the credits on the bottom of the review. At all times even. Shit. You're bloody cutting up the actual video itself with a bunch of images from the actual thing. What are you showing the people? You're showing people images of from the book itself. Not the bloody, you know, speech bubbles. So why aren't they credited? Bloody garbage. See, there you go. Especially if you're going to review something. It seems so backwards. And that's like that's the main thing you do on your channel. To review things, and you don't even review it properly? Come on. Clean up your act. See, there you go. That's a solid reviewer. Maybe blue. Yeah, my stomach's rumbling. I'm probably gonna eat after this. I'm gonna eat after this. Look for something to eat. I don't know how many people out there are fans of Power Rangers. Grew up on it or like collect with the 1/6 scale stuff, but 3-0 bloody made their Power Rangers line available for a really crazy price. It just baffled me because I'm like, how can they afford to do it that price? They gotta be like, are they gonna lose money from it? Because that's bloody nuts. Bloody nuts. You know what? I don't like that. I'm gonna go blue instead. Delete, delete, delete. Yeah, let's go blue at the back and the white at the front. Yeah. Yeah. Well, in the end of the day, like when a reviewer reviews something, if it's spoken, it's spoken from an opinion. They're not like they're judging it based on their own tastes and their preferences. So, and that's why, like, while looking at reviews are good, make sure at least that if you're gonna follow a person's a reviewer's opinions fully, then it'd be nice to know whether or not you guys have similar tastes, because that way at least you know where they're coming from. And if you're gonna base solely, if you're gonna pick up a book on their opinion, then and you have similar tastes, then it would make sense. It's like, okay, I like most of the books this person likes. So if they say the book isn't really good, maybe I don't need to pick it up. But most of the time, like when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really care what other people think of something. I'm just gonna, if I feel like looking at it or reading it, then I'm gonna pick it up. Like, I'm sure there's a ton of things that I'm sure there's a handful of things that I like that most people don't give a shit about, and I'm like, that's cool. And the same applies. Sure, I can add another shadows. I am positive. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more shadow, just to give some more depth to him. I think he deserves it. Let's add a bit of blue at the back. That's probably the wrong blue. Yeah, that's not light enough. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more shadow layer because it'll help out. Alright, so if I do these 100, okay, what I'll do is that's very true. 70. Okay, let's do it that way. 70%. Nope. Mm-hmm. 100. Alright. G'day, Trav. I don't know how long it's been, but I've been streaming basically daily for the past 2 weeks, maybe? A little less than 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't know when's the last time you've been here though, so. But if it's been a long time for you, then it's been a long time for you then. Okay, that's better. Better. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Delete that, but delete that. Put that in a folder. I got like folders in folders. It's pretty crazy. It just helps out. Lots of masks. That's why. Yeah. Yep. So what I do with these warm-ups, these hourly warm-ups, these hourly daily warm-ups, is I've been drawing randomly chosen by me mysterious beings from One Punch Man. This is probably the 9th, maybe the 8th or 9th. Could be the 7th. I don't know. I think it's the 8th though. Might be the 8th. And yeah, they've been fun. It's not related to work. It's just something for fun. Yeah, and I figured like it's something that I'm able to stream too, so why not? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, alright. I delete layer. Nope. Yep, that's better. That's right. Oh, masks. Love you. Love you, masks. I could just do this without having to worry. And it's all good. It's all good. Yep. That's that was the whole, I think that was the whole goal for him. They even got the Piccolo voice actor to do his Japanese voice. I don't know if they did it for the English one, but they did it for the Japanese one for sure. So I was like, that's cool. Oh, I don't want that too, actually. Man. Tight. I love it. Love masks. Sure, that's probably a better way to do it too, but this is the way I'm doing it. So I don't know if I'm going to be starting the next character today. We'll see. There is a chance I can finish this one. Got like 20 minutes left. So I can probably finish this in 20 minutes, but we'll see. We will see. Either way, I'll be back tomorrow, which is a Friday for me. It's Friday already tomorrow. What the heck? This week flew. With the next mysterious being. I may stream again Saturday. I mean, I said there was a chance I was going to do it last weekend, but I decided to just wake up later than I normally do. I still did work, but I didn't wake up. I didn't want to get up early. Well, I woke up, I just didn't. I didn't get up. Like, you know, I'm just going to start late today. I did. But there's a chance that I may stream again this weekend. But no guarantees. Either way, I'll be back again. Regular schedule, which is listed somewhere. I think on my idle screen, stream screen. That's a nice. Right on. It's definitely one way to learn, is to observe and to just try to soak in what you can. Yeah, this guy's cool. Blue Piccolo. Blue Pig. Oh. Yeah, my week, it flew. I don't know what happened this week. Like, it's Thursday already today? Come on. Is it Thursday today? Shit, it is. What a crazy. It's something. Alright, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's Christmas next week. How silly is that? Time is ridiculous. How is it the end of December? What a bizarre year. Bizarre year. What am I gonna have to eat? What do I feel like eating? Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, we're in December. What's in December? Christmas. When in December? Near the end. You're like, oh shit. It's like, we're almost there. What a crazy. No. That's better. Okay, that's pretty cool. No, I don't think anyone's ready. Is anyone even ready for the new year? It's an entirely different thing in itself, isn't it? Alright, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. That might be too much. I'll delete a little bit of that. And then I will give it another shot. Washable. It's fine. Alright, time to tag. Okay, I did manage to get him finished today, so that's cool. That means I can sketch the next one, which will be, let me see, I don't know, 12, 15, 115, alright, that's good. Base. Alright, I'm just gonna draw that one. Screw it. Screw it. How big am I gonna draw him though? That's the question. Sometimes like this period takes a bit because when I like jump into it without having a clear idea, and I don't really know what it is I want to do, you know. So let's work this out. Yeah, let's just make him encompass the bloody shots. That just means more backgrounds. Yeah, whatever. Let's probably just do it this way. No, he was facing that way, so I'm gonna make him face this way instead. I'm gonna make him face this way instead. I used the wrong pencil. I want to go from under or above. The other one was above shot, so maybe one that's under-ish, kind of. Yeah. Kind of like the opposite of what I did with Goketsu. I'm sure I used this angle before. Actually, I'm positive I used this angle before. Not for one of these, but like for another piece in general. Actually, I did. I know. If I know what I'm doing, then. Let's see. Yeah, but it's a fun angle. Alright, based on these dumb shapes, what character do you think, what mysterious being am I tackling this time? It'll be tricky. Although probably not. It's a stupid one. I don't even think this guy lasted long. That's kind of the problem with a lot of these mysterious beings. While some of it look really cool, it's like, how long did they last? Like 3 pages. Alright, I got about 6 minutes left. Less than. Do I want to show who it is? Yeah. Screw it. Screw it. I will. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good thought. It isn't, but it's a good guess. Good guess. I noticed a lot of characters' names have the word king in it. Like king or god or emperor. I guess they're supposed to be like, you know, the top tier of their actual their field. They just get owned in the end. Yeah, I think I'm ready to tackle it now. Exactly. Beast King. What's his name? Is Beast King. Cool design. Cool design. I don't know, it's like whenever I'm drawing a character with a specific expression, I tend to catch myself doing the expression at times, just to almost like get a feel of what it is they're doing. So weird. Even like when I'm doing like specific hand poses, I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's how it is. Even though I'm not looking at it when I'm drawing, it's just like, just recording it in my brain. The motion in my brain, and it's like, okay, that's what it's doing. Yeah, pretty much. He's a One Punch Man liner, really. Although he got owned. It's more like Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if these eyes are angry enough. Alright, I got about 3 minutes left. I will continue this thing tomorrow. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're there. You're a great reference for yourself, so use it, you know? You use a webcam sometimes. I used to have a mirror, like a little tiny mirror, or I'd take a shot of it on my phone. Or I would just, again, do it and then be like, visualize like a virtual camera, basically. Like, okay, that's, from here it would look like this. Alright, let's go with that. It doesn't make sense, but gets the job done, you know? I didn't realize this thing is, his ears are huge. Well, he's a bunny. Bunny ears. Ugh, hair. I want to pick a character with hair, damn it. No. I'll find a way to make it fun for myself. Then it's got fur. Ugh, chains. Gotta leave these designs exact here, damn it. Do I want to order food in today for lunch? I've got my nephews over, so I wonder what they want to eat. If they have any suggestions or recommendations or specific cravings. Who likes drawing chains here? I don't. Alright, I got about 20 seconds or so, people. So thank you to everyone who joined in today. I will again continue this thing tomorrow. So yeah. I'll see you guys.